1 hour down, and, well, looked like there was a deal in place. Breaking news, Eduardo Rodriguez uses his no-trade clause. Kills a deal that would have sent him to the Dodgers. Deal was in place. Jeff Passan, ESPN reporting. Erod said, no, thank you. I don't think I will join the Dodgers, who are a World Series contender. Yeah. So now, with an hour to go, Scott Harris has to scramble. You back yourself into a corner. Deadline's in 59 minutes. Can you get the Orioles back on the phone? Can you still land a top 100 prospect? What about the Braves? Can you get Vaughn Grissom, major league ready infielder? What? Rico, this was the fear. You wait till the very end. Something out of your control happens. Now what? Now what?
Here's the thing. They made the deal. For everybody saying Scott Harris was doing nothing, he was working the phones. Dodgers have a bunch of top prospects. Sounds like you were going to be happy. Now, I guess rule of thumb, you probably should have talked to Erod and made sure.
How does this just come up now?
That he was okay. Because you got to think, dude, we're sending you to a contender.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. It's you can opt out. If you're unhappy in LA for a couple months, they don't win a World Series, the beaches aren't to your liking, you opt out and you become a free agent.
Right. But you have a chance of we're gifting you a ring. Okay?
Yep, pretty damn good shot at it.
We're not sending you to the A's.
Right.
Okay? We're sending you to a contender.
Right.
Everybody else waived their Scherzer. Everybody waived their no trade clause and said, yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and take this. I'll be a rental player. He decided that he was not going to. Now you got to go to the plan B. The only problem is I now know I'm your plan B, and you're going to get what I give you.
Leverage cut in half.
You had all the leverage when you told me no. I have all the leverage now. So remember all that stuff I was offering you? I'm taking a couple pieces back. You're going to now get this guy.
So can I ask the question, or do I have to wait another hour and we'll go off the air?
What's that? You can ask the question.
Did he overplay his hand?
I don't think
he waited till the last minute. He had a deal struck down. You could say it's not his fault. He has to know Eduardo's no-trade clause includes the Dodgers. He has to know whether the guy's willing to move to L.A., and he negotiated in an oblivious fashion and backed himself into a corner. He can still salvage it, which is why I said, do I need to wait?
No. He's got an hour, but I will allow you to say this because once we do radio and we're not on in an hour. So I want you to say what you have to say now because I'm in the interesting business. Yeah, he did. This may be a hard lesson that he learned. You better make sure you dot all the I's and cross all the T's. And even though it seems silly and redundant, hey, you know we're going to trade you. Are you okay to go to this team?
Yeah, the reports are he had a 10-team no-trade list. I don't know who else is on that list. I don't know if Baltimore and
why
Atlanta.
Are you so picky? Like, you basically just nixed off a third of Major League Baseball and said, I don't want to go there. I'm sending you to a contender. That's what gets me. Like, I understand sending you to a bad team. Nah. I've earned this. He decided he didn't want to go. They still have an hour to make Erod feel comfortable out in L.A. because it really boils down to, can you just get him to get on the plane and leave Pittsburgh to go to L.A.?
Well,
that's what it is. The deal is done.
And how awkward is this now if you don't get a deal done in the next hour? We wanted to trade you. We were ready to trade you.
I don't think it's awkward because I think he knew. Like, this wasn't one that just came out the blue. He knew he was on the trading blocks. They moved his start back. It's awkward because it's because of you. This didn't go through.
No, it's because of Scott Harris. It's Scott Harris's fault.
This is not.
You have to know where he'll approve a deal and where he won't approve a deal before you have this in place.
What, David? By the letter of the law, yes, it is. Scott Harris should have done something so basic and rudimentary.
Well, and now,
and he didn't do it.
And do we play the card of, listen, I know he was a GM with the Giants, but he's the president of baseball operations. This is his first time running a deadline as the head honcho number one guy. Is this one of those things? Inexperience bit him. He didn't check the boxes, cross the I's, dot the T's.
Inexperience.
The other way around.
No. Inexperience did bite him. He got the deal done. I'm assuming he got everything that he wanted from the Dodgers. Remember, he wasn't going to move. The Dodgers had a lot of prospects. I'm sure he got somebody coming back in return.
I would assume so.
The inexperience kicked in. You didn't have the player on your side.
You didn't have the authority to make that trade.
But you were able to get the trade made, done. It was blessed by everybody except the player who decided at the last second, nah, I'm not doing it.
See, I hope I'm wrong, but this feels to me.
It's like he pulled that Don Amici.
Right, I'm not going to Detroit.
I'm not going to Detroit. Well, fine. Take this Ben Wallace guy.
It just feels to me, and I'm just thinking out loud, they didn't pay Erod last year when he was gone from the team. Could this be Erod saying, screw you, Tigers?
It could be.
You're not going to get what you thought you can get for me?
Hey, David, pettiness goes and knows no levels. You're right. You screwed me over last year, and I vowed if I ever had a chance to get you back, I would. And he waited till the 9th hour, literally the 11th hour. Hey, guys, I'm not really feeling L.A. So I'm going to say no.
But it sounds like L.A. was listed as one of the 10 teams when he signed the deal. Like, this isn't a surprise. Like, on some level, like, you can blame Erod, and I think fans will because he didn't okay this trade. It's a contractual right that he negotiated for to say, you can't send me to L.A. Whatever his issue is with Los Angeles or the Dodger organization, it's in his contract because he negotiated it. It's not a secret. The organization knew about it. Like, I wish he would have accepted the deal. It's Scott Harris's fault for not working around it.
Basically, yeah, because it's setting you up. Go play the next 2-3 months in L.A., and then you could go any place else. If you want to come back to Detroit, call us.
Sure.
We'll work out a deal. But right now, we're going to go ahead and send you off for some players, so when you come back, we'll have those players that we got for you. But now Harris is earning his money. Harris is working the phones.
It's sure starting to feel like they're going to botch this. 248-539-9797. Anthony, you're up. You're on 97.1.
How you guys doing?
What's up?
Good, yeah. I don't think I'm ready to say that.
Wrong button. Go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready to say that Scott Harris is going to botch this thing. But I will tell you, I'm a little concerned with the fact that he traded Eduardo Rodriguez, knowing the Dodgers are on his no-trade list, and didn't have the okay from Eduardo Rodriguez and still negotiated the trade. So I'm a little bit concerned with that fact because now they have to pivot, and now they look a little bit more desperate, okay?
It leads me to believe, Anthony, it leads me to believe that the Dodgers went above and beyond whatever they were asking, that he was like, you know what, he's going to say yes, and we're going to get all of this back. Let's just go ahead and make this deal. It's a little disheartening because we'll probably never know what the deal was. But think about it, Anthony, like you and Jim said, you knew the Dodgers were on his no-trade list, but you still made the deal anyway, which means that was a pretty sweet deal.
Right, and that's entirely possible and makes a ton of sense. Now, what are they going to do next? I don't know. What I'd like to see them do is pivot to maybe the Orioles or the Reds, a team with a nice farm system that maybe, hey, they're looking for a reliever too. We have that too. There's Cisnero, there's Foley, there's Lang. If it nets you a better haul, I'm all ears. But, you know, there's 50 minutes till the deadline, and Scott Harris has to make a move to save this deadline.
And, Rico, we talked about it. The Orioles were a preferential partner because of all the top 100 hitters, infielders, left side of the infield, middle infield. They got some bats who can play the outfield. If you want guys who hit, they've got them. They've got 8 top 100 prospects. No, you're not getting Cowser or even Jackson Holiday, the number one prospect. But it felt like that was a natural trade partner. I think you still try to make it work, but what you mentioned, you've lost negotiating leverage because An hour ago, you could say, well, I got the Dodgers on line too. And now everybody knows
hold on.
nobody's on line two from Los Angeles.
The only thing that can help you is if all of a sudden the Braves and the Orioles are still in battle.
Yeah.
And you could play them off of each other. If there was only one team left, somebody's either going to get a steal or you just got to eat crow and come and tell everybody, yeah, we didn't get rid of them. And you know what? My bad. It was on me. But you're hoping that Baltimore still wants in, Atlanta still wants a piece of this, that you could still find teams out there that are saying, you know what? Talk to us. Give us a call. I know. That's their mistake. Jim, we've all gotten jobs because somebody passed up on one. And you were like, when you got that second go around, you're like, okay, you know what? It wasn't, oh, you screwed over. Yeah, you're going to probably pay a little bit less, but you're going to take advantage of it. So we got to wait and see, 50 minutes. But now it's bittersweet because it shows me that Harris was doing his job. That's why I wasn't worried. But you made a key mistake. You were able to get it done with everybody, but you didn't have your one guy on board with you, and that's a rookie mistake.
How do you guys feel about it? The latest from this hour, final hour of the deadline. Eduardo Rodriguez was all set to go to Los Angeles and be a Dodger. Deal was agreed upon. One problem, his no-trade clause. He says, I'm not going to the Dodgers. Scott Harris, pick up the pieces. This could be humiliating. You got time. Got to salvage it. It's 97.1.